Hey guys, welcome back to Happily Home Cooking. Today we're making a hash brown casserole and giving it a Mexican twist, as well as showing you some ways we like to cut the calories in this creamy dish without sacrificing any of its comforting, delicious flavor. Come on in and hang out with us while we make this Mexican hash brown casserole. So let's start by talking about our potatoes. A lot of people use frozen hash browns, and if that's you, you can absolutely use those in this recipe, but our favorite is these dried hash browns. They come in a carton similar to a small milk carton, so they are shelf stable, which is great. They don't take up room in our freezer, but the real reason we love them is their texture. They maintain a nice, firm, fresher texture than frozen hash browns. So these are our go-to. Simply open the carton and add hot water. Then close the carton and let it sit for 10 minutes or so while you get the rest of your ingredients ready. Next, we'll grab some butter. A lot of hash brown casserole recipes will call for a whole stick of butter or even two. We like to cut the calories though and the fat by reducing that to just half a stick of butter, which is plenty. Melt it in the microwave and then pour it into a large bowl. Then we'll chop half a large yellow onion and toss it into our large bowl as well. I love the flavor that onion adds to potato dishes. And don't worry, any picky eaters in your house won't even know they're in there. Next up is a can of cream of chicken soup. You can of course use the original, but this is another place we like to cut the calories by using the healthy request version. It's still uber creamy and flavorful, but has almost half the calories and sodium and 1/3 of the fat and cholesterol. And trust us, this tastes so rich and decadent, this does not make it taste healthy at all. If you'd like to make this recipe vegetarian, cream of mushroom soup would be good too. Our next ingredient that gives our hash brown casserole its creaminess is sour cream, and this is another place we like to use the light version for less calories and fat, but all the creamy goodness. A lot of recipes will use the whole 16-ounce container, but we find 8 ounce to be plenty. I have seen that some people actually substitute plain Greek yogurt instead of the sour cream altogether. I've never tried that. If you have, I would love to hear how you like it. And our last creamy ingredient is some shredded cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you like, but in the spirit of adding some Mexican flair to our casserole, we're using a Mexican cheese blend. We're going to mix 1 cup right into our bowl with everything else, but we're also going to reserve another cup to sprinkle on top, so you'll need 8 ounces of cheese total. As far as seasonings go, all of these other ingredients have plenty of salt, so we're not going to add any extra, but we will add about 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. The last thing we'll add before our potatoes is a small can of diced green chilies, or of course if you like to roast your own chilies, you could use those. We're keeping this quick and easy today using the can, but if you'd like to see how you can roast your own fresh chilies, we do show that in a couple of our other videos, including our homemade green enchilada sauce, so I'll add a link to that in the description for you. Okay, so now we have everything else ready to go and our potatoes have had a chance to sit and absorb that water, so we're going to open up these cartons and toss the potatoes into our bowl as well. And now stir everything well to combine. This casserole comes together so quickly and easily, it's such a crowd pleaser, and it makes such a large batch. This would be great to bring to a potluck or brunch. And we don't have party breakfast very often at home, but when we do, these definitely hit the spot and the whole family raves about them. Some of our other go-to hearty breakfasts include biscuits and gravy, pancakes, cinnamon rolls. We of course have a few of these recipes on the channel as well, and I'll make sure to link them in the description for your next treat yourself breakfast. So now we'll grab a 9x13 baking dish and we want to grease it. I'm just going to use some of our butter, or you could use olive oil if that's your preference. Add your creamy potato mixture, spreading it out evenly. Then we'll bake this uncovered at 350 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. While it's cooking, I'm going to quickly chop a bit of green onions and cilantro, which we'll add to the top for some freshness after our casserole is done baking. Once the casserole has been baking for about 30 minutes, pull it out and we're going to add that extra cheese we reserved for the top. Then we'll pop it back into the oven to finish cooking until we have a nice golden color. It's been 45 minutes. You can see we don't quite have that golden coloring yet, so I'm going to pop this back in just for 5 more minutes. There we go. Beautiful. That's what we want. So hot and creamy and bubbly. I can't wait. Before we dig into this creamy, dreamy casserole though, let's top it with those fresh green onions and cilantro. You can also add a bit of your favorite salsa. Any kind would work, or even fresh diced tomatoes. And there it is, our Mexican-style hash brown casserole is ready to be devoured by you and your family. I have no doubt you will love this recipe when you make it. Thanks for hanging out in the kitchen with us today. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button, leave us a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel for more family favorite recipes like this one. And feel free to look around our channel page. We have so many delicious recipes on there that I think you'll really enjoy. Here's just a few if you're in the mood for some more Mexican recipes. And when you make them, I always want to hear how it turns out for you, so come back and let us know. We'll see you soon. Have a beautiful day and happy home cooking!